lying down, and feel free to lie down in whatever comfortable position you'd like to be. We're going to be here a while, and if you already want to prop your upper body up on a pillow, you could do that, like a supported shavasana. We're going to get into the Supta Baddha Konasana a little bit after we do some breath, but you could be there the whole time if that's a comfortable place for you. Otherwise, you could just be lying on that pillow with the butt on the ground. Legs can be extended out. If you want to put some props underneath the knees, feel free. You could even have your knees bent and just feeling that relaxation. You just want to be able to be still and relaxed in the body here because we're going to focus on some breathing. Again, you could already have the knees open, soles of the feet together if that's a comfortable place for you to be for a while. And you could also put pillows under the thighs, giving you support within that position. Sometimes restorative postures are held up to 10 minutes anyway, so you could just feel that depth of the posture if you'd like. But I will leave that up to you because I want you to be comfortable. So once you find your comfortable place, whatever you're choosing to be there, let's also let the arms just release down by the sides of the body with the palms facing up, and let the shoulders relax. Close your eyes. Take a few moments just to get settled here. So settled into that place of comfort, whatever that is you're choosing to be in. Then letting go of all the fidgets and movements. See if you can relax your body, so not holding on to any tension. Once the eyes are closed, just feel that you're drawing your attention and your focus deeply in. We will connect to the breath here. When we draw the focus inward, then we can disconnect from whatever activity is going on in the mind. Mind chatter, thinking forward, thinking back, emotions, whatever is going on there. Just allowing yourself to come to an internal focus for peace and stillness, calm and quiet. We'll take a few rounds of just a steady, equal length breath. So drawing a slow, deep breath in through the nose and following that breath all the way up the body. Take just a gentle exhale out of the mouth, a little sigh sound. And again, through the nose, draw the breath up nice and slow. Nothing too forced, just gradually starting to open the body, get connected to breath. Exhaling with a little sigh sound again. Do 3 more of these. Each inhale, see if you can draw a little slower movement of breath, a little deeper length of breath. Matching the exhale, that little sigh out, trying to maintain that same length as you release. Releasing any tension here. 2 more rounds. Go ahead and take 2 more rounds on your own. Fully engaged, fully focused on the breath right now. With each exhale, you're just feeling a softening, a release of tension, of stress, softening into the body, into the mat, into the earth. Just moving through 1 more round of breath there. So now we're going to practice a bit of segmented breath practice, pranayama, with a little bit of a kumbhaka hold at the top and the bottom, switching it up. So what we do here is we're going to fractionate the breath into 3 parts as we inhale. So you're going to inhale just a third, like a third of an inhale, which pulls up from the low belly, and then another third of the inhale, which moves up through like the ribs. And then the next inhale is the rest of the breath all the way up to the chest. And then you're going to pause, counting to the count of 3 as you hold the breath at the top. And then through the nose, 1 long exhale all the way out. Again, in thirds here. 1/3 inhale. Another third inhale. The next third is the complete breath. Pause to the count of 3. And then a slow exhale all the way out. And we'll just keep this going a few rounds. Again, inhaling for a third, and then another third, and that final third, a complete breath. Pausing for 3. Slowly exhale all the way out. Feel that deep releasing relaxation. I'd like you to go for 3 more rounds of that breath. So getting a little more comfortable, balancing out your thirds so that you find that equal fractionated breaths. You don't run out of breath too soon before the third. When you're pausing the breath, try to stay relaxed in the pause rather than tense. And then really feeling that deep, slow exhale all the way out. And you'll move through 2 more rounds of that breath. And just make sure you move through 1 more round, moving at your own pace here. Once you've completed that round of breath, just take a few regular breaths in and out of the nose, just feeling that equal flow again. Observing your experience from that first round. Then we're going to switch it up. So we're going to take a long, deep breath in through the nose, 1 big breath. And then we're going to exhale 1/3, exhale another third, and exhale, emptying all the remaining breath out. And you're going to hold the breath out at the bottom for a count of 3. And then a deep breath in through the nose all the way up. Exhaling a third through the nose. Another third. And then releasing all the breath. Pause the breath at the bottom for the count of 3. Again, a deep breath in through the nose, fully up. Exhaling a third. And another third. And another third. Pause the breath out for the count of 3. And then repeat. Deep breath in. We'll go for 3 more rounds here, just moving at your own pace. Exhaling in those thirds, again finding the balance between each third, getting a little more comfortable with how you're regulating the breath, engaging the mind fully, using these breaths to calm the body more, release from any tension. Making sure you pause at the bottom, just holding that stillness in a relaxed place. And then 2 more full rounds. Once you've completed that second full round, again, just return to a nice equal length of breath in and out of the nose, very calm. And just observing your experience of both the breath practices, seeing if you can notice any differences between the two or if they felt the same, and any effects it brought into your being, your mood, any shifts you experienced. So now we'll move into our reclined butterfly pose. If you're not already there, you'll bend the knees, open the knees wide, bringing soles of the feet together. Again, options to put some pillows under the thighs if this is an intense feeling in your hips. And then we're going to take a little cactus arm here by bending the elbows and bringing the elbows straight out from the shoulders, relaxing the hands to the ground. This should create a gentle opening into the front of the chest and shoulder area. If you're not really feeling much, you can move the arms farther back behind the head to increase. If it's too much, just lower the elbows closer to the sides of the body. So, find any adjustments that help you to come into a relaxed space, but creating this opening both into the hips and to the upper body. And then just keeping a nice regulated breath here. Nice slow inhales, filling up the lungs, the chest, the heart. Finding that same slow exhale, just bringing a softening, releasing any tension, letting the body open more. deeply within. Keeping your full attention on the breath, on creating this peace and deep relaxation. Visualize any tension leaving your body, any discomfort dissolving. See it and feel it happening. We're going to do 5 more breaths here. Continue to relax. If you start to feel any additional strain or intensity increases, the body's starting to open and move to a deeper place. If you can tolerate, then stay with it and allow that. If it becomes too much, just note when you know that it's too much, and then come out any amount that you may need here. See if you can use the breath to help relax and let go of when the body thinks it might be too much. When you're moving beyond that normal place, the place that we normally reside in, we're moving to the space beyond. Sometimes it will trigger that feeling of unknown, that feeling of fear or anxiety. Can you manage that? Or is it one of those times that you need to listen to it and honor it? Just about 2 more breaths here. Nice, slow, deep breath movement. All right, then we're going to gently bring the knees together. If you need some help with your arms, feel free to use your hands to help draw the knees back up, bringing the knees all the way together, and then widening the feet to the opposite edges of your mat or wider than your hips. And just like straighten out the spine if you feel like you need to lift and lower the hips a couple times there. If you are on a cushion, you can stay. If it's uncomfortable here, you can remove it at any point. Opening the arms straight out from the shoulders now. Just take some gentle shifts side to side like a windshield wiper effect. Moving both knees side to side. Bringing some movement into the low back, but also helping to release that deep opening into the hips. Just maintaining a gentle, slow breath flow here. So we're going to move into a twist in this posture. The feet are going to stay wide as you drop both knees towards the left. And again, at any point you want to come off any cushions, feel free. If it feels good, stay there. So relaxing completely to the right knee and right thigh. You might feel this all the way from the low back into the front of the right hip, maybe even into the psoas or quad. If it's too much, you can prop a pillow under that back knee or bring the back knee closer to the front leg. If you're wanting to deepen this, you could place your left foot on top of the right knee, and that will increase the sensation. We're going to hold this for a bit, so note that if you're in already a super intense place, it probably will continue to deepen as we hold. Now you're welcome to keep the arms as they are, or option to reach the arms overhead. Grab your left wrist with right hand and then pull your arms a bit to the right. So you're pulling the left arm across a bit. As that right knee is softening to the ground, the left arm is pulling across, so creating a stretch through the left side. If anything doesn't feel comfortable in your body, come back to a place that does, so you can relax, let the body open. Always return to the breath. When you lose the breath, when the mind becomes engaged, just let go of the mind again. Return to slow, steady breathing. The inhales are moving the prana through the body. The exhales are moving through the body, but helping to bring that softening and releasing. Keep a softness to your eyes. so the tension can stay inward. This song is actually called Inward. And again, just keep visualizing and feeling any tension, any discomfort within each posture that you can just see and feel that it's releasing the longer you hold and with each breath. Focus on 3 more nice deep breaths here. Can you soften a little more? First, release the arms open wide. Gently unwind from the twist, bringing both knees back up. Feet are wide. Knees can just rest together in stillness. Or if it feels good, you can shift the knees side to side, like the windshield wiper effect. Couple breaths here to neutralize. Let's move to the other side now, dropping both knees to the right. Again, the wider the feet are, then the deeper stretch you'll feel through the back of the leg and the spine. If it's too much, you can bring the back knee closer to the front leg or support under the back knee with a cushion. If you're wanting to increase, place your right foot on top of left knee. And you're welcome to keep the arms as they are, open wide, or reach the arms back, this time grabbing the right wrist with the left hand and pulling the right arm across the body any amount to feel a deeper stretch through the right side and maybe more intensity through the spine. So again, if anything creates too much discomfort, then just come out of it a bit or move into a place that feels good. Returning to your long, deep breaths, nice, relaxing, soothing breath through the body here. Directing the breath wherever you're feeling the most sensation within your body. We have about 3 more breaths here. Again, can you relax a little more? First, release the arms, open wide if they're not there. Gently bring the knees back up. Feet remain wide. Knees can fall together, just staying still and neutral, or a gentle shift side to side, neutralizing the spine. Breathing deeply here. All right, if you are still on a cushion, just roll onto one side or come to a seat as needed so you can remove the cushion or pillow out from underneath your back and then lie right down on your back. Hug both knees into the chest, wrapping arms either on top of the knees or under the thighs, whatever allows you to keep the spine grounded from the head all the way down to the low back area. Gentle rock side to side here, bringing a little massage into the spine. Feeling that little massage and compression to the front of the hips and even into the abdomen here. Gentle movements, gentle breath. All right, so if you have any straps lying around or anything that can serve as a strap, you're welcome to use that. We're going to stretch out the hamstrings now. Start with the left foot on the ground and the left knee bent. And then straighten the right leg up to ceiling. So we want to try to get a nice straight right leg. So if it helps you, place a strap on the right foot and then slide the hands down. So we really want to straighten out that right leg. Otherwise, if you don't need the strap, you might be holding on to the back of the thigh, the calf, or higher up the leg as your body allows. Now, if this is good enough, you're able to straighten out that right leg, keeping the left knee bent. Stay here. If you're able to go deeper, you can straighten left leg, but try to avoid a deeper pose by bending the right knee. So we really want to find this length to the hamstring, elongating, because our hamstrings are usually in a shortened place of just walking, running, sitting, all of that. So creating this length here. Relax the shoulders, keep the head down. So that's why strap might help, or hands maybe under thigh. And then just utilize the breath again. Smooth inhales and exhales, really feeling that the exhales are helping to release any tension, any discomfort. If your body's feeling more open, then feel free to just increase. As you breathe and body opens, continue pulling the leg to the body, but again, trying to maintain a straight leg here. You're feeling that energy is pressing out the back of the knee and out the top of the heel. But try not to overdo it either. Finding that nice balance, that sweet spot in between. Keeping the mind engaged with the breath. So it's easy to become bored by holding these postures. The mind might want to wander, find a place to be. So if you can keep the mind just fully engaged on this deep breath movement, visualizing that the body is releasing and opening up here. All right, moving more into the IT band, your left hand will either stay on a strap or on the back of the leg. The right arm is going to press open to the side, straight out from the right shoulder, and trying to keep the right shoulder down. We'll use the left arm to pull the right leg across until you feel a stretch in the outer right leg. You might even feel this all the way into your piriformis, your glute, and maybe into the spine, depending on how far the leg comes across. So you can find the range that works for you. If you keep the leg a little higher and the spine grounded, you'll feel more IT band. If you bring the leg across the body more towards the ground, you'll get a little more into the glute and spine. So I'll leave that up to you with what feels best. The left elbow might brace on the ground if you're coming that far across. If the left knee is bent and you're getting a stretch, you can keep that. It might feel better to straighten the left leg at this time. So again, just explore. And another option could be turning the head towards the right shoulder. Just feeling that relaxation through the neck. Nice deep breaths. And again, if you're feeling an intensity here, rather than tensing your body with that, try to relax. The more you can relax into it, breathe into it, you'll be able to dissolve the intensity a bit more. Maybe you back off a little, and then once you open, then you might move deeper. We have a tendency to try to rush to the goal, to the outcome right away, rather than taking the time to move through the steps needed to get there, the journey. Relax your jaw, just 3 more breaths here. All right, go ahead and bring the right leg back up. Bend both knees again, placing the feet on the ground. Again, take a moment just to neutralize the body. Feeling the spine, the shoulders relax, the legs relax. And then starting with the right knee bent, right foot on the ground, pick up your left leg now. If you're using a strap, you'll place it on your foot. Otherwise, maybe grabbing back of thigh or calf or foot. Straightening your left leg as much as you can. Keep the shoulders relaxed, head down. And then you will move to any deepening expressions as the body allows. Keeping the left leg, that hamstring elongated. Maybe you're straightening the right leg, or maybe you're pulling the top leg closer to your body. Steady rhythm of breath. Same thing here, allowing the body to gradually open rather than forcing right away to where you would like to be. Just allowing. You get more effect, more positive outcome by taking the time to get there. More lasting results too. Just about 3 more breaths here. Again, if the mind starts to wander, just pull yourself back. Engaged in the breath. Visualizing your body opening up. All right, using the right arm, start to draw the left leg across the body. Left arm will open, bracing the left shoulder to the mat. You might feel enough just bringing the leg across a couple inches, feeling that outer IT band. But feel free to move further across if that's giving you a good opening, maybe more into glute and spine. Try to keep left shoulder pressed down, head relaxed, and maybe turning the gaze over left shoulder. Breathing consistently here. Let go of any tension in the face, the jaw, eyebrows. Unclench your teeth. Let go of any frustration of the mind. Just one more breath here. And then slowly bring the leg back up to the ceiling. Bend both knees again, placing the feet down. Take a moment just to bring the body still, neutralize. Full round of breath. Let's go ahead and stretch the legs out long now. Reach your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers together over your head and then flip your hands to press away from the body. So bringing a deep, deep stretch through the arms, through the sides of the body and the spine. And then I'd like you to stretch your toes forward at the same time. So finding as much length as you can through your entire body. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. As you inhale, stretch even more. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, stretch even more. And exhale. Go ahead and hug both knees into the chest now. 2 options here. If it's okay to rock forward and back, okay for the spine, you can rock yourself to a seat. If it feels better to roll to your side to come up, then do that. And once you're upright, we're going to open the legs right into a straddle here. Dragonfly. So getting into the inner thighs, growing more. You might still feel it in the hamstrings. It'll be, unique to your body. Find a range, a width, where you're feeling a stretch, but it's not too much. If you find that your knees won't straighten all the way, If you had some pillows, you can put them under there and then just relax into that bend. If you're getting enough stretch, you can just be right here, maybe just relax the head and breathe. Otherwise, you can come forward any amount. If you have a bunch of cushions, you can prop up as many as you want, maybe fold a pillow, so you might support right under the belly and the chest, maybe further down. You might be able to rest your head on something. Use as many props as you have available if the body needs to stay higher, or it's okay if you don't bend forward, if you're getting a stretch. But allow the eyes to close, maybe the chin to draw down so the neck is relaxed. And again, just moving the breath through the body. Wherever you're feeling the intensity within this pose, breathe, direct the breath there. The intention of softening and letting go rather than resisting what you're feeling. Steady, fluid breath. Mind stays engaged with the breath, with the opening of the body here. About 5 more breaths. Stay with it. See if you can relax with each breath. A little more. Just one more big breath here. And then slowly walk yourself back up to a seat. Let's bring the legs just to a narrow V. Place your hands behind, resting on the arms, bend the knees, and we'll do our little windshield wiper here, helping to release that intensity in the inner thighs and hips. All right, go ahead and sweep around. We'll come up onto hands and knees now into a tabletop position. Making sure the hands are under shoulders. The fingers are spread apart a bit. That'll give you a little stronger base and support of the hands for the wrists. Knees are open about hip distance apart. Let's get some movement into our spine, connecting with the breath. So as you inhale, lift your chest up. Let the belly and the low back sway a bit. And as you exhale, curl the body in, tucking the belly, tucking the chin, and pressing the arms so you can round the upper back. Moving through a few of these with your breath. Each inhale, cow pose, opening up. And each exhale into a cat, curling and rounding, relaxing the neck as well. Let's move through 3 more here. Just move at your own pace, fully coordinating breath and movement together. Creating more flexibility, mobility into the spine. One more round. Once you've completed this last round, go ahead and just settle back into a neutral spine. And then let's walk into our Anahatasana, puppy dog. Hips will stay as they are. Walk the arms forward, bringing forehead towards the mat as close as you can, chest as well. If this is intense for you, you could keep a slight bend of the elbows, and you could even use support, cushions or pillows under your chest that would keep the chest slightly up, releasing some of the intensity there. Great opener for our heart, all the muscles around the heart, the chest area, but for the shoulders as well. Soften into the upper back. It's great connecting and grounding to the earth with this posture as well. If your forehead's touching, even if it's not, imagining that you're feeling that connection of the third eye connecting to the ground and the earth and drawing more attention inward. Deep, full breaths here. Just 3 more breaths here. And then go ahead and walk your hands in, lifting your body up. Once you're back up onto hands and knees, separate your knees all the way to the outside edge of the mat. Bring the big toes together. We'll shift into a child's pose now. Hips move all the way to the heels, and if they don't meet all the way, just stay where you need to be. You could sit on a pillow or cushion for support. Walking the arms back forward to connect the forehead to the mat. A softer opening to upper body, but maybe feeling this more into the front hips and the low back area. Again, nice deep breaths here. Feeling the inhales really filling up the back of the lungs, the low back area. The exhales just softening into the body. Same feeling of grounding, connection to the earth and within yourself. Stay present on your breath. Stay focused here. Deeply relaxing, deeply opening. All right, last big breath here. And then pull yourself back up onto your hands and knees. We'll come back into tabletop. Right from here, we're going to move into, in restorative practice, it's called swan, which is also a half pigeon. I'm going to bring the right knee behind the right wrist and try to scooch that right foot forward, and then slide the left knee back, coming into a deep hip opener. Now, if you know that this posture doesn't feel good, you can switch around, lie on your back, take a figure 4 instead with right foot on left thigh, holding under left thigh, so we'll get the outer right hip that way. Otherwise, if you're up in your swan here, if your right hip is off the ground a bit, try to put a cushion or a pillow there so that you're supported and you can relax more, so you're not holding yourself up in a tense place. And then upper body as well. You might grab pillows and cushions, put them underneath your chest or upper body, so you might be able to lie down on those pillows. So you're just finding more comfort in this pose. Relax the neck, relax the jaw, and just use the breath to help the body soften and open here. Working into the outer right hip and glute, you might feel this to the front of the left thigh or hip flexor. Relax your jaw, relax your neck, and just keep breathing. Keep pulling a long, slow inhale up the body. And then as you take that long, slow exhale, just feeling the tension move out, dissolve. Again, it might be more comfortable to lie on your back with the right heel on the left knee instead to access the hip in a more relaxed space. We're going to stay 3 more breaths. Try not to rush the breath. Keep them the same. All right, and if you're on your back, you can just place your feet to the ground, do a little windshield wiper effect. And if you're here in this other pigeon, you can press yourself right back up to hands and knees, and you might just circle the right knee around to release the hip. If you prefer taking a down dog to stretch out and release, go for it. Totally up to you. And then we'll move into the other side. So if you're taking this version of swan, you'll bring left knee behind the left wrist, bringing that left heel forward too. Slide the right knee back, getting into the depth that you can be in. Again, if there's space underneath the left thigh or hip from the ground, put a pillow or cushion so you can actually sit on that and use that support. Any support under upper body as well. Or lie on your back if you're already there, or it could be different on this side. Lie on your back, take the figure 4. Getting into the hip that way. Slow, steady, consistent breathing here. Observing yourself. Again, when we get into a place of discomfort, do we react by tensing more, by trying to hold back? Or can we find that path, that way to relax into it? Find the comfort within. How do we find that comfort within? Breathing, letting go, surrendering, accepting. For about 3 more breaths, relax more, let go, soften. And then slowly press yourself up. If you're on your back, just place the feet down, do your little windshield wiper. If you're in your swan, you'll press to hands and knees. You can either circle the knee around here or press to a down dog and take any movements you like there. And we will all come back up to a seat now. So if you're on your back, bring yourself to a seat. If you're on your knees, come down to a seat. We'll extend the legs forward at the top of the mat. Have your props handy here. So same idea as when we had our legs open in a straddle. If it serves you to have the knees bent a bit, you could put a pillow or cushion or two under your knees. By bending the knees and supporting them, it might enable you to come forward and help to release the spine more. So that's what we're going to do here is come into a forward fold. So once you meet your limits, grab any props, pillows, cushions, stack them up as much as you need so you can let the upper body be supported. Relax your neck here. So maybe it's just the head on a pillow, or maybe it's your chest and arms. Maybe you just have a pillow under the knees. Try not to be just in between nowhere if you have the props. If you don't have the props, then you'll do your best to just relax here. Softening the neck, relaxing the body, and just staying with the breath. Try to let go of fidgeting and moving around. It's within the stillness that then the body can open up and relax. If we're in movement, then it never quite settles to let go. I know it's difficult if we're uncomfortable to stay in that place, but if we really focus on the breath, helping to ease from that discomfort. Feeling, visualizing the breath is moving out, dissolving discomfort. Body is softening and letting go. Relax your neck and your jaw. And just allow the breath to keep flowing. Now 3 more breaths here. Slowly lift your body up. Before we come lying down into our Shavasana, I'd like to do legs up the wall. So if you have a wall that you can scooch up against to sweep your legs up against, scooch up to that. A chair could be used as well. You could set a chair up and just rest your feet up on the chair. So anything, a sofa that can serve as a support for your legs. You want to try to scoot your seat as close to your wall as you can get. And if you're using a chair, same thing. If you don't have anything like that, you can just dangle the legs up in the air, trying to keep the low back grounded, the legs soft and relaxed, upper body relaxed, head relaxed, shoulders soften. Let's allow the arms just to be by the sides of the body, the palms facing up, and just feeling nice and open here. This posture, known as waterfall, really just feeling like your legs are creating this waterfall, relieving any tension, fatigue, letting the blood flow move out of the legs. Blood flow moves into the upper body, so then we bring this calming to our nervous system. This is great to do before bed if you have issues with sleep or need to calm more, relax more. Doing this right before bed can help. Eyes soft and just gentle breaths here. Feel the low back, the entire spine sinking into the ground, into the earth. Legs just becoming fully relaxed. Whole body softening. Feel your breath. 3 more breaths. Continue to soften, to sink, to dissolve. And to come out, just start to bend your knees. If you're against a wall, you can slide your feet down your wall and roll onto one side, taking a little pause in a fetal pose. And if you need to move away from the wall a bit, feel free. Resting your head on the bottom arm and taking a moment just to neutralize the body, feel comfort in this posture. And we'll end the practice in a nice comfy shavasana. So you'll end up lying on your back. If you want to come back to your mats or wherever you were, feel free. If you want to use any support, feel free. Some support options could be lying up on your pillow again, butt down, maybe upper body lifted. Maybe you have a pillow under the knees to support the low back a little bit. You want to let the legs open nice and wide, relax completely. The arms move away from the body, and again, the palms face up. Allowing the shoulders to relax, the chest to be open. Whole body comes into stillness now in a deeply relaxed place. So I want you to bring yourself into comfort, whatever that is for you, with any support or props or placement of the legs. Eyes soften, the attention draws back in. And just following that gentle, peaceful movement of the breath within you. Imagining your breath is like a stream of water that's just gently flowing. But this stream moves back and forth. So you're feeling the stream move up the body and then back down. Really visualizing, feeling, seeing that movement of the water through your body, creating this feeling of fluidity within you. Seamless movement. Letting go of any physical sensations. And as you visualize that water just moving back and forth at a gentle, slow pace, you might even feel this rocking motion. Maybe as if you're sitting in a little canoe rocking back and forth in the water. Or maybe just floating in the water. Hold this visual, hold this sensation, this feeling right here and now. Stay here. Maintain this feeling in the space that you're in, but just bring some deeper breaths back into your body. And as you feel this fuller breath, just feel a reawakening as well, bringing the mind back present. Feeling your physical body, bringing some movements to the fingers and the toes. Softly shifting the head side to side. And then stretching your body out into that nice full body stretch. So reaching out through the fingers, reaching out through the toes. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bend the knees. We'll roll back onto our side into fetal pose. So coming off of any cushions you might be on, resting the head on the bottom arm, the knees curled to chest. Eyes remain closed, taking a moment just to feel how you feel from this practice. Using this posture to seal this feeling in so we keep it with us as we move off of our mat into the rest of our evening. And keeping your eyes closed, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Feel free to sit on a cushion or be in any comfortable seat that brings you comfort. Once you're seated, tall spine, bring the hands together right at the heart, pressing the palms together. Drawing your attention right at the heart space. And then we'll take a deep breath together here. Breath in the nose. And a sigh out of the mouth. I'll close our practice creating the sound of Om. You're welcome to join or just receive. Deep breath in. And then pulling the thumbs to meet up between the eyes, connecting heart to mind, to our higher mind, higher state of consciousness, maintaining the peaceful state we're in, honoring the practices we get to share together, honoring each other, and honoring all beings everywhere equally in divine love and light. Namaste.